Hey Minecrafters, it's Kimise and I am back for another episode of KimiseCraft. Woo! And let me get back into regular screen mode so I can see what's happening. Okay, so last episode we finished up probably one of the best things we could do for our server right now, which was the iron farm. Check it out, those guys just hanging out up there. And just in a little bit of time, we have gotten a ton of iron, so this has been really productive, really fantastic. In fact, so much iron, I've been able to start a couple of projects. Let me show you the new projects that have been going on and what we're doing about them. So, one of the things I feel I need is I need access to slime to be able to do some of the redstone projects that we want to get going here on the server. So, found a slime chunk, and I am digging it down to the bottom so we can do a slime farm. Now, I still got a lot of work to do of digging that out, but we're on track, so that's what's great about that. Now, while I'm digging that down, though, I also realize that I need to go ahead and get my sorting system worked out and still have all the iron. That was what was holding me back. So let me show you. We have gone back here and we have done a classic sorting system. This is basically what you would call the impulse sorter. It's been around for forever now. It's just a really easy way of doing stuff. Basically, what we have is we have 3 layers of hoppers, okay? So this hopper right here, this is the locked hopper. Okay, so what you'll notice is that right down here we have a torch that powers this, that locks that hopper. Now that hopper is locked until the right thing comes in here. So you'll notice right in here we have a comparator, or we have this hopper pointing into a comparator. The way this works is that the comparator is looking for this first item. These are what I call, these are just named items. They're just trash items that we name so that they don't stack or anything. So we go ahead and load them in there. So those hold those spaces because what it's looking for is it's looking for that one item. So in this case, it's looking for cobblestone. If it sees cobblestone, it sends a signal, and what it does is it unlocks this hopper, unlocks the hopper below, which allows it to start flowing into its chests. Okay, and that's basically all that's going on. So that redstone goes down there, triggers this, unlocks it, and allows the item through. Very simple system. It's probably the best known sorter out there. You will see dozens of different tutorials over the impulse sorter, and it just works. It's been working for who knows how long, crazy. And there's been other types of item sorters out there and everything, but for me in the storage system, this is going to work just fine. So what I've been doing is I've been trying to narrow down all the different blocks. So those are my basic blocks I always have a lot of, or want bulk storage out of, right? Okay, so I've got all the basic ones stirred and all that. Over here, I've got my 5 wood logs. Oops, fell out. That's another thing I gotta be aware of. Okay. Over here, I'm going to have my 6 different logs. Now, in the future, there's going to be some more logs, like 1.15. I think we might see a new type of log, either from the desert with the palm trees, or from the savannah with the baobab trees. But, I'm not going to worry about those. This is like, if I want to make a super storage zone base or something, we can expand that. Or we can just take this down one more level, because that's another way we can expand it, is we can just have it come up here, then drop, and then have another level there. Over here, I've got glass in this. Now, right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and the 5 naturally occurring terracottas, I'm going to go ahead and get those, and we're going to put those in there right there, and then I'm going to look for other bulk items that make sense for me to put in there. Like I always end up storing a lot of glass, so glass makes sense here. I think it all just dropped in there, yeah. Okay, and there's going to be a time for that. And the reason why I like to store that stuff in bulk is that stuff is your basis for all crafting. So all the different crafting recipes, for stairs or anything like that, all comes off of these. So I can go anywhere with a box of those, and I can craft what I need, and I can build what I need. And then what I'll do is I'll have a spare box of little things, of extras, that I can use on projects as I need. Now, basically, everything goes through the storage system and drops it off. So basically, what I'll be able to do is I'll be able to take a shulker box and just pop it right up there. It'll take it in, and it'll just send it through the system. And then, once it's done in the system, what I'm going to do is I'll have a shulker box here. In fact, let's just go grab an empty shulker box while we're here. I got a few of those hanging around. Okay. and this will fill that up. So anything that does not sort out gets filled up in there. And then I can take that and I can either put it in a single item storage in another room, which is an option. That's what I'm thinking about. Maybe another lower level down or lower or a layer up. We got plenty of space here in this mountain. Okay, and then that's a great way to keep things stored. So I'm pretty excited about this. I think this will work really, really well and do a great job for what I'm needing it to do. So that's great. I've got it all sorted out. Very simple, super easy. So that's what I've been doing offline. So today, what do we want to do in today's episode? Well, today I'd like to get finished digging down for the slime farm, and then we're going to talk about the mechanics and how we're going to make this slime farm work, because we want to make sure it's running as often as possible. And that's another good advantage of building in the slime chunk. Since we have the slime chunk, it will be running every time there's somebody on, whether they're AFKing or not. So that's going to allow us to store up a lot of slime. We might even make a slime shop. That could be fun, right? I think so. Okay, so we've got all this going on, and that's the trick. Also, what I'm thinking about doing is just making this a super chunk, because I've noticed up there, as I've been trying to work through my villagers, is I need a lot of paper. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig down there, but we're also going to make a super efficient sugarcane farm, so we can get a ton of paper, because we need a lot of paper. I'm also thinking about layering a couple farms in there, but I'm not sure if that's what we're going to do, because we do need to increase our source of wheat as well as carrots and those things for trades as well, and then make a couple of simple melon and pumpkin farms as well. So we might get to that all today, we might not. So it just depends. We've got a lot of work to do. So that's the plan. We're going to finish digging that out, get the slime farm made, and then we'll start working up and making the other farms. So this is Kimise. See you guys in a little bit. Catch you later. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is Kimise, and guess where I'm at? Yep. You're watching me take a trudge through the nether. Now you're probably wondering, why am I in the nether? Last time we saw you, you were digging a hole. Yes, I was digging a hole. I was digging a deep hole. Still not finished with that hole. Well, I've got a story of woe. And the story begins as I was digging that hole, my one Silk Touch mending pickaxe got low. And so I decided, hey, let's go down to the Skelly farm and get some experience and put that axe back together. And you know what? That worked. That worked okay. Until it didn't. Because in 1.14, there's some lighting glitches. Yes, sirree, there are some lighting glitches. And one of those lighting glitches, guess what it found? It found the Skelly farm. So the raids to the Skelly farm are to the point that it's not even worth standing at the Skelly farm, because no skeletons spawn. Because inside the skeleton spawner box that we are so careful to make so dark, it is now as bright as day. Almost all the time. So, then I was thinking, well, I need to repair my pickaxe. And I need, guess what? I need what they call experience. Right. Because I wanted to mend it. Because it was a mending pickaxe. There was no reason for me to put diamonds into it. It was a mending pickaxe. Well, I can't do that at skeleton farm. So I said, what the hey? Let's go build an Enderman farm. So we totally threw out the plan for today's episode. And we are now in the end, and we are working on the Enderman farm. And after dying, let's see here, what death am I on right now? 4 deaths. Okay. After dying 4 times and losing 1 set of gear, I do believe we are close to finishing up the skeleton. We are close to finishing up this farm. So I would love to show you this farm. Now, if you'll notice, I've got the chunk borders on. So let me just show you why I have the chunk borders on, because this has some interesting things to do with 1.14. So why did I build an Enderman farm? Well, one, it doesn't take a lot to build. It's actually a really pretty simple build. And 2, the rates are fantastic when you got it all going. And we're almost there. We almost have it going. Check it out. The Enderman farm is almost all there. You know what? I forgot to go grab some stuff. Okay? But so basically, I'll explain while I'm going back to getting a few blocks. Let me explain. Okay, so the Enderman farms are a really good choice because 1, we can get experience really quick. It's very efficient way to get it. I guess if you need ender pearls, it's a really quick way to get ender pearls. I mean, You know, I don't use that many ender pearls, but it's a great play to have it. But you get experience a lot, really fast. In fact, you know, this particular farm, I believe we can get somewhere around 20,000 experience an hour. I mean, if we were just sitting there for an hour doing it. And as mending is going to come to be a bigger and bigger deal, that's one of the reasons. Oh man, I lost all my blocks in the last death. Okay. Well, you know what? I think 39, 8 times 8 is who? Well, we'll do with what we can, right? Okay. Oh, man, it's just been tough. Let's see here. Let's see. I know I don't have anything in there. I need to start stocking some basic building blocks in my shulkers. Oh, you know what? We can use endstone. Yeah, forget it. We can use endstone. We got all this endstone in here. Let's go ahead and use the endstone. Okay. Oh, by the way, there's another glitch too. Like if you put any of these things here on this platform, when you glitch in, they disappear. Like I had a chest, an ender chest, and a crafting table, and they all disappeared, and all my stuff was right in here for me to pick up when I... anyways, that was a different death. So that's something else to be aware of. Okay, there we go. We'll just use some endstone to do this. Okay, so let me show you how this Enderman farm works, and let me walk through it. Now, this is a farm that comes from a guy named Nembomb, which is, you know, it's basically a design that's based off of another guy called Ilmango. Both two awesome technical Minecrafters. Make sure you check out their channels, check out the videos. I'm going to go ahead and put the video in the link. It's modified a little bit, but that's okay. I mean, I'm not looking to get it totally within the game. Okay? Well, anyways. Yeah, man. That was a horrible death, too, this last one. Okay, so what do you have to do? Well, basically, Enderman. How Enderman farms usually work. Enderman farms work with the idea that Endermen want to get an Endermite, okay? Now, Endermites you get from throwing Ender Pearls. Okay? So, like, there's a percentage chance that when you throw... Sorry, I had an awful death experience here, so... Oh, it's gone again. Okay, well, when I died here just earlier, there was an Endermite in there. In fact, that was the second Endermite I had found, and it kicked me off, and now it's not there anymore. Oh, you know what? Oh, dang it. Okay, I know what happens. Well, let me explain the farm, and I'll explain why I disappeared. I forgot to name tag him. You know, if you want him to stick around, you got to name tag him. So that was like the second Endermite I lost because I forgot to name tag him. Okay. Well, anyways, now that I have totally derped it up, let me explain. What you want to do is you want to get an Endermite here, and that Endermite stands right there, and that Endermite is like, you know, it's like a magnet to Enderman. So what we're getting ready to do here, well, after I spawn in a new Endermite and everything... Yeah, okay, is we're going to have a spawning platform right in there. Now, Endermen, they don't spawn on leaves, but once they spawn, they don't mind running across leaves. So what it's going to happen is the Endermen are going to spawn right there like in huge numbers. And what they do is they run up here and they'll fall right down here because they're trying to get to the Endermite. We'll have some carpets here to help to block it up. The cart will be right there, should work perfectly, and that's how it's going to work because they're going to be coming up here, they're going to try to get in, they're going to fall straight down. So it's a really super simple farm. It doesn't take that much effort to build. Well, it does take a little bit of effort to build to get down here. That's kind of a pain in the butt, but it works really quite well. Now, once we have the Enderman down there, okay, like for instance, I'm going to come in here and put a couple blocks right here, put a couple of fence gates right here to protect the guy. So we'll stand here, we'll just kill him. Pretty simple, you know. It's not, you know, like we want to keep the Ender Pearls. We can go ahead and put a couple of hoppers there, you know, and that might be a good idea with a couple of chests on either side. I think that'd be fine. But yeah, Ender Pearls aren't ever a problem after this because you end up killing so many of them. It's best to use a sweeping edge sword as well. We keep the oak doors because what the Endermen will do, instead of like stopping at the lip, they'll think that they can get across and they'll come across these oak closed doors while they're closed and just fall straight down. And then you're standing like right up here and you are knocking them senseless because, you know, we need to go ahead and put at least one block here. Yeah, something like that. There we go. And they'll be standing on a, we'll go ahead and put a slab right there. And so then, because they're taller, you can just like knock them out right there. Super easy, super simple. Okay, so that is what it is, and that's going to give us a ton of experience. So what I'll also go ahead and do is we'll also go ahead and build an enchanting station right here. That way we can enchant and repair our tools really quickly. We'll have a place where we keep books and everything, and that solves our issue with not being able to get the tools and enchantments that we need. So I'm super excited about that because I got to replace a whole set of armor now and tools because an endermite threw me off. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get this finished up, and then I'll bring it back once it's all ready to show. Let me go ahead and get that F3 and G off. There we go. And then you'll get to see the magic of the Enderman farm, which is actually going to solve all of our experience problems here, especially with the glitches. So this is Kimise. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Do you hear that, guys? That is the name of Enderman. The Enderman farm is alive and well. Check out this crazy mechanism. Okay, so from what I understand, the reason why this Enderman farm works so great, I mean, look at this mess. It's absolutely fantastic. No time at all. Okay. Now, of course, I gotta get a better sword, you know, because this works best with like a sweeping edge 3 sword. But if you look over there, we have an 8x8 spawning platform, except for that little guy that got way over there. The Endermen, what they do is they spawn right there, they zoom right up, and they just start dropping down. I did finally spawn the Endermite. I would show you to him, but it was a pain in the butt getting him up there to begin with, so I'm just going to kind of leave him as is right there. Very cool, right? I think it's super cool. So basically, those guys, they spawn there really quick. In fact, they're getting full already, so we're going to get energy cramming here pretty quick. But it fills up to 24 super fast. Just like that. And just like that, you know, you gain a couple of levels. Super, super quick. Very, very nice. Now, the reason it works this way is if we take a look at our level, okay, we're sitting at about 8.5, okay? Now, that took a lot of water drops and me going down that, and it took a little while for me to get down there, but that's basically how that works, is you come down like that, and you lay blocks as you're coming down. This guy's starting to scare me. Okay, anyways, so I created this. I had to get at least 128 blocks out from the Ender Island, and then I came down all the way to about 8.5, and that's what we had the spawning platform on, is 8.5. Because the way the spawning works, it starts at the bottom, it goes up, I believe. Now, that's the way it used to be. I'm not sure if it changed or not. It seems like it's working that way now because the spawns are coming really, really quickly. Okay, notice that, you know, within less than a minute, you'll get full 48 Endermen over there, and that means you'll get enemy cramming any bit higher than that, because we only got 2 blocks here. But that's perfect here. And so basically, they'll go ahead and clog in there trying to get to that Endermite, okay? And just like that, they're kind of noisy, aren't they? But they'll get clogged in there, coming after that Endermite, and boom, you're going to get a ton of experience. So this is awesome. Now, I've got a whole bunch of room because I want to make a couple rooms up here. I think I might be selling books. Yeah, I'm thinking I might be selling some books up here pretty soon. But first, we have to get some books to do that with, and we need to make a place where we can do storage. Plus, we need to make this a whole lot safer. If you notice, the stairway down here, not so safe. We got to get a roof on it. And plus, we've got to we have to make sure that that roof is anti-Enderman too, so no Enderman spawn on that. But as you can see, I mean, these guys just, you know, spawn so quickly. Okay, and so getting experience out of this is going to be like 10 times faster than Skeleton Farm, and so it's going to be way more efficient. It's going to solve our experience problem on the server. So this is what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to run back and grab some materials I need so we can set up an enchant station up here, because that way we don't have to go back and forth enchanting stuff. Oh, those guys are noisy. I mean, I've already look at all the ender pearls I've got. Haven't even trying to get them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this stuff back now that I've gotten totally back in gear. Well, not back in gear. I'm going to have to gear back up again and get my armor back into place again and everything. But that's okay, because this is just getting us closer and closer to where we need to be. And one of the next big things we need to do is we need to finish hollowing out the slime farm, and we need to go ahead and get the super sugarcane farm going so we get a huge load of paper, because I need a ton of paper to make the trades that I want to make. Absolutely. Okay, so this is Kimise. I'm going to see you guys back in a little bit once I get that area all worked out and everything. So catch you in just a bit. Hey guys, so this is Kimise, and I have been busy. I had some issues finishing up the Ender farm. If you saw earlier, I had the Endermite taken care of earlier, and I'll tell you all about that. But you'll notice I've got water now all the way across the entire way, so we don't have any Enderman spawning positions at all up here. In fact, they're all down there, and they're not moving. Oh yeah, there. Whew. I was starting to get a word there. Just a little bit of lag. Just a little bit of lag. Okay, so basically what do I have going on here is we have an Endermite farm. Yep, and it is working well. I had to spawn another Endermite up there because I didn't put enough carpets up there, so they got in there and they ended up killing off my Endermite, which sucked, but it's okay. It took me a little while, but I got all back up and good. So notice it is cramming. It is going good. I went ahead and made sure that there are no spawn spots at all above here. I got a place where you can fly in with your elytra if you're so daring. And right over here, I've got ourselves a full enchanting station for us to enchant and prepare our stuff. A few things that we'll also find up here is I'll get an anvil. I'm also going to have my book sale shop here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and find ourselves some, let's go ahead and make ourselves some chests, because I'm going to make a whole bunch of books, and I figured why not? I mean, let's go ahead and do some books, and at the same time we'll go ahead and get some sticks. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, we'll do it this way. Okay, so let's go ahead and first off let's make some chests. Okay, let's do 2 chests, right? 2 chests. Okay, and we're going to put both these chests right here. You know what? I'm hoping. Yeah, we'll just leave this here, okay? And now let's go ahead and we are going to create ourselves a... There we go. We're going to create ourselves our first shop. We're going to call it... the book shop. Now, it's not anything fancy. Any book, 1 diamond. Or a stack of, let's say, sugarcane. Stack of paper. There we go. And let's go up over here. Oh, I like the look at this. Have you noticed with books now we got the cursors? Oh, this is so nice, guys. 1 diamond or a stack of papers. I think that's fair. So as we work here and we enchant ourselves up, speaking of which, now I feel like I can actually... Oh, I still have my bow. I thought I lost my bow. With so many other losses. Oh, you would not believe how many things I have lost in this game. It's just to build this great tool right here. I have lost so much stuff. I don't even know where to begin how much stuff I lost. 2 sets of armor. Just crazy amounts of stuff that I lost. But it's okay now because I see an end to it. We are almost there. We have got ourselves a completed Enderman farm. And so basically this is just going to keep running. I mean, these guys will just keep on storing in here because they want that Endermite. Boy, those guys want that Endermite. And I want that experience. You know, we're going to need a Ender chest here. Good. Let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and pick out some armor. Some armor that we can start off with because we got to rebuild everything. So we got fire protection 3, fire protection 3, protection 3, protection 4, aqua affinity, project. You know what? We'll take that. We're going to customize it. Projectile protection 4, protection 3. I guess that's the only pants worth getting. It's worth taking. Okay, shoes, fire protection and breaking. Fire protection. They're all fire protection. Frostwalker. I had one of these that actually had, I think, feather falling on it, but I lost it. I lost it all. Fire protection won't be so bad, okay, because we're going to have protection on everything else. Okay, we want unbreaking on this stuff. So, well, that's not a good combination. Maybe we can combine these two right here. We'll have to give it a shot, okay? With helmet. Ooh, I need something with unbreaking. Do either of these have unbreaking on it? No. Okay, so that's going to be something I'm going to have to fix up. With boots, fire protection, protection, but I really don't want Frostwalker. Okay, yeah, so we won't combine any boots with it. Okay, so there we go. That is the start of our new set of armor right there. Plus, we're going to need some of our books. So let's see here. I think one of these, I have a bunch of books in here. Good. Let's see here. And I think some of these have stuff I need, like a Respiration 1, Unbreaking. Respiration 3, perfect for the helmet. No Unbreaking, unfortunately, and we're going to have to... Ooh, yes. That is the puppy right there, Feather Falling 4. Okay, so we got all those in there. And now we're going to go ahead and grab our weapons, because I don't have a weapon to say anything about. Okay, so let's see here. Yep, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. None of the weapons are any good. I've like worked through, look at this. This used to be full of stuff, but now it's like really, really weak. So we're going to have to, I'm going to combine these two right here. Yeah, that's perfect. Those are going to get combined right there, which is great. We need something with sweeping edge. So I guess what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll take... Whew, I've lost so many weapons and stuff on here. Okay, I don't think I have anything left. Let's go back up here and check. Yeah, for some reason, we still have the odd Enderman that makes it onto the stairs. So it's not a perfect situation. Okay, so guys, I showed you kind of where I'm starting at. So I'm going to go ahead and rework all my gear, get it all back up into working shape. And from here on, we'll be able to repair gear, put it back together easily, and finish digging out our slime pit. That's right. For the new Slime Factory 2.0, or should we say the Slime Factory Outcropping, yeah, or 1.0, or Mini, Slime Factory Mini, because last time we made a pretty big one. We're making a mini one right now. Okay, so this is Kimise. I'll see you guys in just a little bit.